we began last week, and these are the Ahaadeeth of the Prophet ﷺ in regards to the Fadhaa'il and virtues of Masjid Al Aqsa. And we talked about this, and of course, we began last week where we began to speak on the importance of that subject and how it's connected to and how it's related to Islam as being the first Qibla, one of the earliest masajid to be constructed, hundreds and thousands of Anbiya and Prophets being buried there. So we started going through some of the Ahaadeeth. The Hadith for tonight, and we'll just go through one Hadith. And Hadith is a little longer, so I'll just go through the beginning of it. When Abdullah bin Amr and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, أن سليمان بن داود صلى الله عليه وسلم لما بني بيت المقدس سأل الله عز وجل خلال ثلاث إلى آخر الحديث رواه النسائي. So the hadith is that Abdullah ibn Amr radiallahu anhu relates that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that when Sulaiman bin Dawood, Sulaiman alayhi salam, the Prophet of Allah, the son of Dawood alayhi salam, also the Prophet of Allah. And as we know that is from the chain that both the father and the son Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent as a prophet, and not only prophets, but they were the prophets and the kings of their time. In most cases, the Anbiya and the prophets lived a very humble life. They lived a very modest life in a sense that monetarily, in a sense of dunya, they did not have much or many, things in their belongings. But Sulaiman alayhi salam and Dawood alayhi salam were both the prophets of Allah alayhimus salam, that not only were they the messengers, but they were also the kings of their time as well. They were the prophets and they were kings, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given them wisdom and power and prophethood and all of these things. So Abdullah ibn Amr radiallahu anhu reports, this is the fourth hadith from An-Nasa'i, that when Sulaiman bin Dawood alayhi salam constructed Baytul Muqaddas, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala three things. He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in line with his rulings which he was given, meaning he asked for three things. He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for an empire which cannot be attained by anyone after him. Oh Allah, give me a kingdom that you provide no one after me. And as we all know, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had provided him with such mulk and such kingdom that no one can ever have, even to the extent that he had the kingdom over the jinns. The famous story from the ayats of the Quran, وَقَالَ إِفْرِيتٌ مِنَ الْجِنِّ, when the birds have traveled towards the area of Bilqis, and when he had asked the jinns and the people in his courtship that who can bring the kingdom or the throne of Bilqis towards me. So such kingdom was given to Sulaiman alayhi salam from this dua, that it is mentioned that no one was given. So he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, give me an empire that you have not given anyone else, which he was given. He then asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he completed the construction of Al-Aqsa, that whoever comes solely to perform salah in this masjid, that his sins are forgiven. And forgiven in such, leaving him the day that his mother has given him birth. Meaning this was the dua that Sulaiman alayhi salam had asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with regards to Al-Quds. And the third thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides him with such hukam, such rulings in his action that are full of justice and adl. So from amongst the many qualities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about Sulaiman alayhi salam in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the wisdom of decision and justice that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given Sulaiman alayhi salam, right? Even when he had that conversation in the Quran, this is not the topic to discuss the details, but even when he made decisions in the presence of his father, it was justice that was the basis of the decisions of Sulaiman alayhi salam. So he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for three things. Oh Allah, grant me this ability to make decisions that draw perfect justice in them. Meaning this was amongst the dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam, Sulaiman bin Dawood. Number two, oh Allah, grant me a kingdom that you have never given anyone before me or after me. And number three, oh Allah, I have completed the task of making Al-Aqsa, the masjid, but oh Allah, any individual that comes and performs in this masjid solely for your pleasure, oh Allah, make this as a means of forgiveness of all of their sins. And not only this, min khatiyatin kayawmin waladathu ummu, from the day as though that their mother has just given them birth. So the fadaa'il and the virtues of Al-Aqsa increase as believers, as Muslims, that just making salah in Masjid Al Aqsa is a source of forgiveness of the sins for us. So that's why there's a large sense of attachment. As Muslims, as believers, as people of faith, there's a large connection that we have, not only from now or from 50 or 70 or 100 or 200 years. It's from the beginning of the time that as Muslims we have an attachment to Masjid Al Aqsa and Quds because of its sanctity and honor that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow the sanctity and the honor of Al Quds to remain, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect Masjid Al Aqsa and its surrounding, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow our brothers and sisters going through a difficult situation across the globe with peace and justice and ease and khair and barakah, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also bring comfort in our lives and strengthen all of us in our lives, in our deen, and allow us to, inshallah, visit the Haramain, Makkah and Medina, and to be also visit, inshallah, Masjid Al Aqsa, to be able to pray there with ease and comfort as well. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallah wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka. Subhanallah.